Back to follow-up segment tonight. Pressure growing on the FBI to at least announce some of its findings in the investigation of Hillary Clinton's use of government emails that may have violated national security laws. Question for us this evening, what's really happening right now? With us, Judge Andrew Napolitano has been closely following the case. Can you advance the story?
Yes. The FBI is at the very end of its investigation. It's in about the second to last phase. It has invited Mrs. Clinton's 5 closest advisors, former and present, many of them are now with her in her campaign, in for interviews. They have hired the same lawyer and they have agreed to go in.
Okay. But they haven't gone in yet.
I don't know if they've gone in, but I do know that the invitation was issued about 2 to 2.5 weeks ago, and the FBI gives you a very short window, like 3 to 5 days.
We assume they're all going to be interviewed, and then Hillary Clinton herself has to be interviewed, right?
And she can say yes or no.
But she's already said that she said she's going to do it. She's already said that publicly.
She has said that many, many times.
Right.
It's a foolish thing to do legally, but she may need to do it politically. At that point, their investigation is concluded. Now, they don't make a recommendation to the Justice Department. They are working in tandem with the Justice Department because they don't do anything without being under the supervision of Justice Department prosecutors.
Sure, that's the way the chain goes. Will they have lawyers, Hillary Clinton and her crew, when they go in? Will they have lawyers sitting with them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They can
so the FBI, they can stop it. They can say, don't answer that.
Correct.
All of that. Now, you would assume they'd have to talk to Hillary Clinton, right? They have to.
Well, she is the subject and the center of the investigation.
So you have to talk to her.
Well, they like to talk to her.
But again, we're assuming that her word is good. She will go in. Now, will they announce that they're going to interview her on a certain date? Will everybody know that? I'm going to be able to report that?
No, unless they leak it to people
we
who
won't
are
even
following
know. So
this
they
closely.
may have already interviewed the 5 that work for her. We wouldn't know.
That's correct. Unless one of them, somebody leaked it.
But
correct.
Hillary Clinton's campaign will certainly tell everybody that she's going in.
I would think so, because she wants to score points with the fact that she has nothing to hide from the FBI.
Right. Okay. Now, you have been on record as saying that she broke the law. You, the judge, have convicted her on television. Are you ashamed?
No, not at all. The evidence of her guilt is overwhelming. The
to
question.
Who?
Overwhelming to anybody who observed what she did and knows what the FBI knows.
Then it has to be overwhelming to the Bureau then, right?
Absolutely. And
so
the FBI knows a lot more about it than I do.
So if what you're saying is right, that the evidence against Hillary Clinton is overwhelming, to you, a judge, it has to be overwhelming to the FBI, so therefore they have to recommend that Loretta Lynch prosecute.
And then the issue becomes political.
Well, we don't want to get into that now. We're only concerned about what the FBI says.
The FBI has enough evidence to indict and to convict.
And you are 100% certain of that?
Absolutely, without a doubt whatsoever. Whether they'll indict is another issue.
But we'll deal with that once the FBI steps up and tells the folks what they're going to do. But I see the process here is confusing because there is politics involved. Everybody knows that.
Yes.
And they could delay it until what? Next December, could they?
Theoretically, they could. I don't think they want to. I think that Jim Comey, the director of the FBI...
You like him, by the way, Comey?
Yes, I do. He's a very, very straight shooter. He's very apolitical. If he makes a serious recommendation for indictment...
They have to do it.
And the political forces in the Justice Department say no, I wouldn't be surprised if he resigns.
Appreciate it, Judge. Now let's go to D.C., where David Tafuri, who worked for the State Department, also has some thoughts on the FBI's investigation. Now, do you think the judge, he says he's 100% certain there's enough evidence to indict? Do you agree with that?
Look, people look at this one of two ways. They're either convinced Hillary is going to be indicted and go to jail, or they're convinced this is complete nonsense, it's going to go away. That's in stark contrast to the way the FBI is approaching this, which is they're moving very calmly, slowly, methodically to look at all of the evidence. They're looking at only 2 issues. One is, did Hillary Clinton break the law? And 2 is there enough evidence to prove that to a jury? Judge Napolitano did not address that fact, and that's very significant. The one question is did she violate the law by releasing classified information? Ignore all the other stuff about her private server. That may have been bad, that may have been careless, but it wasn't in violation of the law. Now you have to look at prosecutions of other high-level officials and compare them. Look at the prosecution of General Petraeus. It is similar in a lot of ways to what Hillary Clinton did, but it's very different in one way. General Petraeus admitted on tape to Paula Broadwell that he knew he was passing along classified information. Hillary Clinton, in contrast, says she did not know she was emailing with classified information. Look at the prosecution of Sandy Berger. Also different, a very significant aggravating factor.
Well, he put
took
papers
classified
down
documents.
his pants.
Yes,
so
down
I mean
his pants.
that's not even close. But look, do you believe there's a grand jury in place right now?
I don't know.
All right, you don't know.
Nobody
That's a fair
knows.
answer. All right, so if the grand jury is in place, and you would assume that the FBI was going to have to get around to doing that, I don't know when, they may have already done it. The intent isn't that important to the grand jury, all right? That's for the trial, all right? It's what actually happened. So the people, the folks on the grand jury, they're going to be presented with, this is what happened. Here's the law, and this is what she did. Not what was going on inside her mind. They're not psychologists. So I think that the intent of this, that comes in the main trial, if there ever is one. Now is what she did and whether that rises. Last word.
Well, no, intent matters even for if you're going to indict. You have to be able to show that there was intent. She intended to release classified information, and that's not clear here yet. And we don't know
Well,
what
it's
the
not clear to
FBI knows.
you, but it may
The
be
most
clear to
important
the
thing that's
FBI based on testimony that's already been given. That's why I don't want to get into it, because we don't know.
Well, the most important thing that's going to happen is the interview of Hillary Clinton. Everything rides on that. If she can defend her actions and she's not caught being
the guy
mistruthful,
they gave immunity to, if he contradicts what she says, it goes. That was very good. Gentlemen, we really appreciate it.